Okay, let's have a look at this question now. You've got the equation of the circle with radius 7. Find the centre of the circle in terms of k. I'm going to complete the square. So that's x minus 5k. That will make x squared minus 10kx. And then I'll need a minus 25k squared plus y plus 3 squared will make a y squared plus 6y plus 9, so minus 9 equals minus 60. So that means the center is 5k minus 3. That's the center. And I'll part 2 now. We can note that the radius is equal to, radius squared is equal to 25k squared plus 9 minus 60, which is supposed to equal 49. 49 plus 60 minus 9 divided by 25. So that means k equals 2, because it has to be positive. And that line is a tangent to the circle. Find d. So this is the perpendicular distance. So that is, and the center now, by the way, that would now equal 10 minus 6. So the formula would be 3 times 10 minus 4 times 6 plus d over square root 3 squared plus 4 squared is 5. And that's supposed to equal the radius, which is 7, which means, someone's calling. Okay, let's resume here. So that's 30 minus 24. So that's 6 plus d modulus equals plus or minus 7. Oh, well, actually, if you drop the modulus, that is. So that means 6 would, what am I doing? D would equal minus 6 plus or minus 7, which is not right. So I've done some numerical slip here. Hang on. What did I say? There's 7. Okay, so that's 3x plus 4y plus d over 5. Oh yeah, sorry, I got distracted by the phone call. So that's 30 minus 24. 6 plus d equals 35. So that means d equals minus 6 plus or minus 35. So that is not correct. Also, 20. Oh dear. Oh dear. Hang on, Stephen. Hang in there. All right, let's try this one more time now. Be careful. The line 3x plus 4y plus d equals 0 is a tangent to the circle. Shot at one of the values of d is 17, and the radius is 7, and it's 10 minus 6, because we just worked out that k is 2. So that's 3 times 10 minus 4 times 6 plus d. Okay, so that is 6 plus d over 5 modulus equals 7. Oh, must have done something wrong now. Must have done something wrong. Did I do something silly like forget the square root? Because this is not working out to be 17. Let's check our calculations. What's wrong? X minus 5k, that's definitely right. That's x squared plus, minus 10k, yeah, x, plus 25, so that's minus, so that looks okay. And then y plus 3 squared minus 9, that's equal to minus 60. So the radius squared will be 25k squared plus 9 minus 60, and that should equal 49. I think I forgot the square root. Did I? Maybe not. Hang on. 49 plus 60 minus 9 divided by 25 is 4. And then you square root it. That's 2. So k is 2. And 5 times 2 is 10. And minus 3. Why did I write minus 6? Why on earth did I write minus 6? How very, very strange. How very, very careless. 3. So that's 30 minus 12. So that changes that to 18. So 35. Yeah, okay, now we're talking. So that makes 35. So D will equal minus 18 plus or minus 35, which is 17, as it should be, or minus 53. Okay, that takes care of the first part eventually. Now on to the second part. Two circles intersect at that point. The line joining the center of the circle is the perpendicular bisector of AB. Okay, so we have two circles intersect at points A, and then point A, I guess, would be maybe somewhere up here, and then if I make that the origin or whatever, and then point B, I don't know, whatever, somewhere down here. The line joining the centers of the two circles intersect at that point. Gotcha. Two circles intersect at A and B. Two circles intersect A and B. The line joining the center of the circles is the perpendicular bisector. Okay, so that's the perpendicular bisector. The distance from the centers of each circle to the midpoint is 10 units. And the midpoint of AB, and the radius length of, find the midpoint of AB and the radius length. Well, okay, so the midpoint, that's easy. So the midpoint would equal, so that's that point there. Let's just call it M. 1 plus 7 is 8, divided by 2 is 4. 2 minus 6 is minus 4, divided by 2 is minus 2. That's the midpoint. By the way, the slope would be minus 6 minus 2 is minus 8 over 7 minus 1 is 6. So that slope is minus 4 over 3. But this slope then therefore would be 3 over 4. So we're at the point here 4 minus 2, and we'll have to go up 10 units. So that would be 3 and 4. No, wrong way. That would be 4 and 3. 4 and 3. And we'll have to do the same the other way. So you could have 4 minus 2 plus 8, 6, or minus 8, 6. So that would make the centers at 4 plus 8 is 12, minus 2 plus 6 is 4, and 4 minus 8 is minus 4, and minus 2 minus 6 is minus 8. So that's where the centers are. Good, good. Now we have to get the radius. Oh, well, we can get the distance. So if we go (12,4) to the point A, so the radius will equal the distance, which will be the square root 12,4 to 1, 2. So that's 11 squared plus 2 squared. Square root 11 squared plus 2 squared. That's 5 root 5. And then for the second circle, the distance would be square root. Now it should be the same if I use 1, 2. So minus 4, so that would be 5 squared plus 10 squared. So that's also 5 root 5. Now, just to double check, what I'm going to do is get the distance between these points and the other one. It should be the same. So that's square root 5 squared plus 10 squared. Yep, still checks out. And then square root 11 squared plus 2 squared. Still checks out. Yeah, so that's encouraging. That's encouraging. So if you think about the two circles, the radius should be that, but it should also be that as well. And it's kind of interesting that the circles have the same radii. So I have the radius. They seem to be identical. So the two circles would be x minus 12 squared plus y minus 4 squared equals 5 root 5 squared, which is 125. And then x plus 4 squared plus y plus 8 squared equals 125. Yeah, okay. Not too bad, actually. Not too bad. Hopefully didn't make any silly number slips like I did in part B. It's really annoying when that happens. Drives me nuts. Alright, well there you go. That happens sometimes.